Bro.
That's what we gotta do.
Hey,
What is up, everybody?
We're still in the lag train. Every time we go live, everything just
It's lagging for
gets.
you. You're crispy on my end.
Hey, I'm crispy. You're crispy. It's like a Honey Crisp apple. It's
There you go.
7:22, big dog, running late.
Just a little bit. What is up, everybody? Let me welcome in the chat. Appreciate everybody.
Hey, bring the chat in.
Oh, I think it cut off. I know there's more chats than this. Eddie,
Better
Freon, Jason. Yeah, I have the YouTube pulled up. That one has like a shit ton. This one only has like from when I popped in. Where was I?
Oh, did you start it?
Rudy. Yeah, it's on. But
All right.
they had a whole conversation about like the weather and shit, and it's not popping up on this screen right now.
All right.
Finally made it on time. What is up?
Whoa,
McAllen,
let's go.
McAllen Installs. I'm actually from McAllen, Texas, but it's spelled different.
I was gonna ask. It's okay. That's what I thought it was. I was gonna ask. Is that what we're representing?
So how's the move? How's the move going?
It's great, man.
Fantastic.
I love it, you know, it's the best it could ever be. No, it wasn't. I mean, it sucks, right? But just little by little, the house is mostly set up. I would say it's like 90% done. It's but the garage is about 40%. It's crazy. I gotta put.
Y'all got that?
I mean, I'm in a little fun.
Y'all got that nice internet over there?
It's also.
Yeah.
It's all unfucking shambles.
You got some nice work ahead of you there.
Yeah. It's exciting. I don't even know what you just said.
What did I say? Fuck. Oh, you got that nice internet
language,
over there?
Man. We have better internet. Has not had an issue. It must just be you as the host that once it goes live. I'm just saying. Apparently, we got like 1,200 up and like 1,100 down, bro. So it's a lot better than I think I had 500 up and 20 down before.
That's probably what I have right now. It's so like Spectrum is like shit around here, right? Now I went to T-Mobile for their home Wi-Fi, 5G, whatever.
Oh yeah,
and that's better.
Yep.
But now we had one. I think it's called Vexus Fiber, and I guess I don't know. I don't know if T-Mobile bought them up because now I see T-Mobile fiber everywhere, and they're running that everywhere. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for it to come this way so I can get it, for the house and finally have some good internet.
I feel that. Yeah, they're running fiber now here in the neighborhood, and
it's like super common now. I see it everywhere.
Yeah, just pulling lines through, cutting up your yard, and we gotta do this. We're on city lines though.
Are we gonna talk about AI? How has?
Well, I heard he was a dick over there in like Australia. Did you hear about that?
No.
Wrong AI, obviously, but remember Andrew? Remember Andrew
Bogut? Allen
Iverson.
Iverson.
That's the AI I was saying. Real quick story. Andrew Bogut, right? Do you remember him?
Yes.
So apparently AI was doing something at like a kids cancer hospital in Australia, and he went off on him because he went there and he said he wasn't feeling good, so he stayed in the room and didn't even like acknowledge the kids that all were waiting for him, and he was just a total fucking piece of shit. And
Andrew
no, AI.
AI was like that. Oh shit.
Yeah, and Andrew Bogut was like, "Tell this piece of shit." He's just like, "He's such a sorry piece of shit. Who does that?" It was. So I'm like, "Damn, dude," because AI, obviously, in our era growing up, was that dude. So,
Practice?
anyways, we talking about practice. Yeah.
But he seemed like he
Classic.
was coming around because he had started doing all these like little interviews and getting back into the scene. I think he would go to the All-Star games or something of that nature,
Yeah.
and
The
turned
answer,
out
baby.
turned out to be
Yeah.
well, I don't want to say it,
I
but
mean, he's probably, yeah.
never
Yeah.
never meet your heroes.
That's what they say. I met Adrian and here we are. You know what I'm saying?
I met oh never mind, I won't say, but
Who'd you meet? Who'd you meet? Tell me. I want to
um
know. Hey, nobody's listening.
you would think we get phone calls after this show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. You know what? I did want to show something. I was gonna bring that velocity case over. That velocity
Even
case is fucking nice, bro.
even Lance Soderwald was like, I heard you guys talking about brazing rods the other week. I was like, no shit.
Well, what do we? You get out of here, Lance. No, that's cool. Shout out to Lance. I have to post his video. I think that's the last one I have from AHR.
What'd you show? Or
Actually, that's a lie. I got two. Just talked up about I got to upload the velocity bag one. Then he was kind of promoting that door dying steel line set thing, and their new brazing rod for that.
if
So
I see if I see mechanical environments come in, he brought up a really good point because it's stainless steel line sets, right? Is that what it is, or is this? I mean, steel line sets, right?
yeah, yep.
But they have like a coating on them, don't they, or something?
That's what they say. I mean, they say it's
I have
just as
to
durable and yada yada yada.
I have to ask Matt when he comes in because he gave a breakdown. I think it was like in a comment somewhere, and I was like, oh, or maybe in our last chat. I forgot where it was, and he doesn't foresee it. And no offense, Lance, if you're watching again, he doesn't foresee the durability on them because of the way they make them in particular.
I think Lance's big thing is because, again, I think we talked about it. It's like he's got a big pull on the car scene, and that stuff would be big in car repair. So
yeah, but I think it's also the technician, right? Same thing we talk about with press. It's the prep, it's how the procedure, it's all that kind of stuff. So based on what Matt was saying, I'm pretty sure it was Matt that said it, but it just reminded me of like the press thing, right? Like, oh, it leaked. Well, maybe you didn't do it right? So that would be my thing is with the steel line set. The first thing that came to mind was when they say, oh, you're brazing it just, and it's not him. It's the people that they have influencing, right? They say, oh, it's just like copper.
for sure.
Just braze it the same way. And I was like, there's probably some asterisks there that you
Different
would want.
temperature.
Yes, that you would want to make sure people know, because then they're going to start torching this and leaks come out, and then
we're
they're
at
going to get
1600 degrees. You said this was good.
pissed.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, let's not. I know Kurt did have the issue, but he did it on a mini split, and the flare messed up. I do believe, right?
Was it the? Oh yeah.
The own.
It wasn't
That's
a
the only
braze. It was a
experience-
flare, I think.
Right. So, dude, I'm open to anything. Okay. At this point, it is what it is.
We're just
everything's
out here.
changing. Just got to get used to it. Yeah. Because guess
We're
what?
just out here trying
if we
everything.
jump, if we get ahead of the game, and it becomes normalized in the next 5, 10, 15 years, we'll be freaking pros. You know what I mean? Instead of waiting till then to integrate it.
And that's what I tell people about press, because like everybody's skeptical and this and that, and I'm like, you know what? I'll find out if I actually use it and do it, and I haven't had any issues, and I will continue to use it until something tells me like,
You know what, Adrian? You've only been using it for 12 years, dude. You wait the next 12. There's going to be a big problem. You know what I mean? It's like
see
some crazy shit.
Here's
they
my
always come up
thing.
with.
Yeah, here's my thing, because we've been with the new guys, and that's what I've been doing. My phone has been blowing up all day. I need to check it actually in a minute. they only see, the newer stuff, like the stuff in the past few years, like the other day. I don't know if I mentioned it here on my other live stream. Like we came up across a walk-in box that we were changing out, and it was a semi-hermetic compressor, and he was just like staring at it, and I'm like, you probably never seen one of those, right? He's like, what is that? And I was like, that's a
What am I doing?
old school semi, right? We used to take those apart. You would rebuild them. You would, a lot of it was bolts, right? You just take it apart, gaskets, valves, everything. And it still ran. The reason we changed it out was just because it had a bunch of leaks and some other botchy repairs, and the motors are really expensive to get. Like a bunch of stuff that wasn't economical, right? So it was cheaper to get a new system and all that. But the damn thing was still running. Like that's what I was trying to tell him, because they just went around and condemned a few compressors and systems, and it's like, and I went to verify. I'm like, damn, these things really just freaking quit. So, and those are all newer units, like the past 5-10 years. I was like, they really don't make them like they used to. They used to last like till, 20 to 40 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000%. And that's
because even he questioned,
no matter what.
Even he was like, I was questioning myself, like, how did I come up on a third bad compressor? I'm like, well, let's look at it again, and I'm like, okay, no, it's definitely out, right? It's just the equipment nowadays. That's how it is.
Yeah, very true. Just get accustomed of new ways. It could be the only way.
What is up, blogger?
Hey, he made it. He made it. But we can get into the topic of AI.
Well, I think I told you I had a few. Anything from work interesting, or you just want to go into topics?
Yeah, I can tell you. I almost fucking died yesterday. Okay.
Oh, this is a good one. We'll start with this. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, I told you about, the vehicular situation. Everybody knows about the doors. Well, that's just the cosmetics. Okay, it's not the mechanical
tip of the
portion.
iceberg.
Well, my brakes. Yeah, brother. The brakes been grinding. I fill up my tires every morning. It's just been a total shit show. And I'm gonna go over this eventually. Is like, look, I know there's this perception out there. I'm not the owner. Okay, I don't control the money, so I don't allocate where that shit goes. I've been riding on fucking metal brakes and just rotors, and it popped my master cylinders fucking yesterday. I'm on the turnpike, and if anyone knows the Florida Turnpike, it's a little sketchy. I go to merge into the oncoming traffic, and hit the brake because it was like stop and go, and my shit just went out, and I fucking had to pull up the e-brake, skirt over to the merge lane to get off of the ramp. Thankfully, I was at a very good location, and God willing, got me out of there. And I did end up going to my next call, but
it's like that. It's like that thing. Like, you could have the catastrophic thing or something, and it's like, oh, the RoboCop meme, right? They are like, this guy died on the job, and he still went back to work.
Yeah, essentially, bro. I was like, so I pull over, I get to a racetrack, and then like I get out, and you can see all the oil from the master cylinder. It had blown. Excuse me. So, anyways, went and did my thing, and whatchamacallit, I was like, yo, immediately my shit needs to be done. And so we got it in this morning, thankfully. And got 2 tires instead of all 4, but didn't do the oil change, which whatever. Cylinder in the back, drum brakes in the back, rotors in the front, and brakes in the front. Give me a guess. What you think the total bill was?
Depends on where he went, but I don't know, 3K more.
It's lower. It's low. It was
okay,
$2,250. Okay. So I was like, yeah. I mean, again, had this.
I was like, if you know a guy, it'll be only a couple $100, but then I don't know how long it'll last.
It would have been a lot. Well, so here's the thing, dude. I could do it. I've done brakes. I've done my drum brakes on my vehicle. It ain't no thing. It's the principle of it, right? This has been going on before I left for Vegas. Like a month or 2 before that, and it just got procrastinated and got pushed off, and was put in a situation yesterday. Luckily, I mean, it wasn't gonna be the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, it was, but still, shitty, scary situation. And it was a Nissan. Is that what we're asking?
Mike
Nissan
was asking
NV200.
what brand.
Yeah, it's Nissan NV200, little baby B. Like I said, the doors are still banged up. The windshield's still cracked halfway across. So when the sun hits it just right in the middle of the afternoon, you can't
Man,
fucking see.
man, the
So,
freaking amount of construction we have here, and I literally just saw one yesterday.
hmm
I was too far to take a picture, but like it was a dump truck on the highway,
hmm
no cover on it or anything,
dropping debris.
hauling dirt or something. It was just a cloud of smoke going down the damn highway. I was like, "Are
Yeah,
you kidding me,
dude.
dude?" Because
Oh yeah.
what I was gonna say is my windshield is gone already because of all the damn
hmm
construction getting on the. I don't even like to get on the highway anymore because of all that shit. And my luck has been every chip that I've gotten is in the very corner. I don't see that, and then the next day it like ran. I'm like, damn it, dude. So if you go and look at it,
Yeah.
because my dad had just seen it, I was like, yeah, I'm waiting to get a new one at this point. There's no sense in fixing them.
Yeah.
I
Oh
have
no.
like 4 or 5 chips all around where I can't see them from the inside.
Yeah. No. So it's the same thing here. So safe, like, once the insurance, I've had on the Big B, I had the windshield replaced twice. On my old van, my NV, what's the next NV up from the 200? It's a bigger one, whatever that was, NV 1500 maybe. Um, that one had the windshield replaced twice, so it's a big thing too. It sucks, but I know I saw it on procrastination.
Procrastination is delayed frustration. Yep.
Nah, 1000%. And then it's built up over time, So I'm just here for the ride at this point. It
For
is what it is, right?
for me, like we try to take care of the vehicles, right? It's like it is on the
Ah, yeah, you
technician.
should. I mean, it's
Well, it is on the technician here to go and do the maintenance on it, like to go get it done. Like we pay for it at our, or it's
yeah,
my
of
dad's
course.
local account here. Like it's covered. Just go do it. We don't want you
Yeah,
stranded. Um, so
that's
that's just them getting, and
kind of
I'm guilty because my van's due for service, and I've just been running and gunning. So I need to pick a day to go stop by and get that done before work.
hmm
But what I was gonna say is that the construction is just getting to me here because the other day I went to go pick up my son, right, and this was in my truck because it was a half day. Got the truck, went to go pick him up. I had such a good day. I had all these like meetings right before I went. All these potential sponsors.
You were
Good,
feeling
good,
it, man.
good day. And then I went out,
Hell
and
yeah.
what we do is to get in line to pick them up, the kids up, right? You kind of go off to the dirt a little bit to let the traffic go by because they, for some reason, did not widen the road when they redid it. And there's a shit ton of
hmm
construction right now. I don't know why there's glass there. I just went over to the dirt, and I was the only one that got
Oh
hit.
man.
I went over to the dirt, let people by, and then I just hear a hissing sound, and then my
Mm.
little thing started beeping. I'm like, I'm down to like 18 psi. What the hell's going on? So I roll up to pick up my kid. I was like, get in. I need to change the damn tire. So I had to change it there in the pickup line, drop him
Hey,
off,
fun
and then
times.
go to
Yeah.
Firestone and get. But it worked out though because I had needed new tires, and I was like, I'm gonna wear these out to the bottom, and then go get new tires.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I think it's time.
I'd say. Yeah. Yeah, I like riding them things on some baloney skins, bro. Once they get to that level, I'm like, yeah, we're doing all right. Little
I work.
slickies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I work for a private equity company. I pull into a shop, tell them fix what it needs, swipe my company card. One of the few perks of a giant company. For sure.
Yeah, like usually I have to pay for my oil change, and I get reimbursed because we have a
Reimbursed, yeah.
fleet account, but it's horseshit, and I'm not going through that. You know, at this
We
stage in my
have
life,
we
if we
have
ain't
been
got a
so
goddamn credit card on file or a damn account, you know what I mean? Come on, been 4 years, bro. Like,
well, I
yeah,
was
you
gonna say
know,
we've been a small company for a while, right? And we didn't need a lot. It was like they had company cards. We did that. There was a limit on there. There's all these restrictions on it, right? But now we have another guy, and it's like we need to get back because we used to do the gas cards, and we haven't done that.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, because he's always asking like,
Oh yeah,
for gas and stuff. I'm like, shit, we need to look into something else. It worked really well when it was only like 3 or 4 of us, and now it's like we're basically like 8 now. So gotta get
yeah,
back on track.
yeah. We got gas cards at least, you know. That's nice.
Well, like I said, we used to, and then all the personal gas use, all the snacks, all gets a
Oh
little,
shit, yeah, no,
yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's why my dad cut it off, and he's like, I don't want to do that again.
So like if you go with the like the regular gas use, you can do it by time, right? Like a
Oh
regular
yeah,
gas card, and you
okay.
can't use the snacks, and it can only be used at the gas station, and you can cut it off to where they can't use it outside of the your business hours, or
I
maybe
need
like
to
an
look into
hour
that.
before and an hour after or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I need to look into that because I think he just had like whatever, he tried the first time, and it was like a free for all type of deal, and it didn't work
Hmm.
out like that. It wasn't like a structured business cards with those restrictions on it. But I need to look
Yeah,
into it.
yeah. We originally had like a debit card that would get reloaded when it was just me.
Mm,
And it would,
yeah.
you're not going to use it for anything, but it would only allow a reload up to like 500. So if I needed to go pay for something at the supply house, oh, I got to get gas first. And that was in the Big B, and that's when gas was expensive. You know what I mean?
Well, it
Yeah.
it, it kind of is. I don't know if it's hitting you. Uh, we typically always see like $2 gas, and because of recent events, it's like at 320 right now.
Yeah, we got like 289.
Okay,
It's been like this
I
same.
just saw it on the way home. It's like shit.
Yeah. Florida is usually a little delayed to that stuff. I don't know.
So are we, but there's a couple that
But,
I think are on top of it because they will change it first, like
oh,
before
they
like
know. They're like,
yeah, before like the Walmart, before the Sam's Clubs and all the
yeah.
cheaper spots, they immediately go
Yeah.
up to whatever it is.
Yeah. They're waiting for that shit, dog. They're like,
It's
oh, man.
instant at
That's
some of these
funny.
places, like some of these big gas stations, especially like on the what do you call it, the busy spots. Are we buffering? I guess
Yeah.
we are.
Maybe, maybe not. But outside of that, how was your week? Everything good? You lost a tire, Was
That was the
anything
other
else?
week, but yeah, well, we'll get into that. I kind of wanted to start because that's a whole other conversation. I kind of wanted to start doing these
Mm.
little. I mean, we do it already, but like these little breaking news type of deals, right? So let's get into our
Tell
first
me
one.
more.
Let's get into our first one. Hold
Oh
on.
shit, we got like a segment, dog. Let's go.
I don't
Segment.
have anything
And now
official,
presenting,
but
presenting.
the SB double
Oh, this
XL came
shit.
out.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
What does everybody think
Yeah,
about about the new design though? Because I thought that was like a prototype thing, but that's actually how they look. Those stripes, like they don't have any function to them. I thought they would, but this came
literally,
out
like it could have been reflective or something to make it like more. Maybe they're just going for that whole
I
new
have a prototype
redesign. But yeah,
like that. They were using reflective gray
that's the one.
stripe.
That's. I mean, at least have that little high vis on it. I mean, personally, I don't even know what the fuck they're thinking on this one. Um, the whole double meter pouch is getting played out. Okay, it's just all the same bags at this point.
It's a flap
Um,
down bag, but this came out and it's part of their tier 1, I believe, is what they said.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's part of the tier one. What's the tier one bag? The CB one?
Yeah.
CBLD, which stands for compact bag.
I don't know what the hell they stand for anymore. What does this one stand for?
Soft bag.
I asked him at the AHR one time.
Standard.
And I was like, all right, I would have never guessed, on some of them.
Well, I was going to say, the homie Lee, he's real good at, like, he just drops, like, what they stand for. It's like, oh, thank you. Just for basic little, you know what I mean? The nomenclature would be nice to have.
Yes.
Just, like, detailed out, like how manufacturers have the numerical references in their serial and model numbers. Dude, just do the same thing so we know.
I can't carry a bag anymore. It has to be a backpack. I was telling you, I don't really carry a lot of tools anymore. So I'm actually more into like the small tool pouches, or the SPMC was good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Something
that was a good bag.
So you're not excited about this one?
Nah, dude, they're all it's the same as the SBLD, just with a flap on the front and 2 meter pouches. That's all. Well,
my whole thing, and I've told you this, is that a lot of these bags should have been like refined to these, but these are like just now more expensive versions instead, right? Like some of these bags should have overtaken, right, the old version of it, because they make them better, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, so look, I mean, that's just a damn, I bet you the inside of that bag the same as this shit, we got a bunch of stuff in here. That's not a good example.
No, but I think they should have done the flap down like a long time ago, because that is one thing that I liked about the CLC bags.
You know how I've seen them do that before too? Velocity's been doing that.
Oh, for sure. They do it on most of their bags.
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing that, but I hear they're the ones that copy Vito though, so.
I heard
kind
something.
Of ironic.
I heard something today. I will tell you off air a little bit.
Okay. 10-4.
Stupid bag. Mike always keeps it real. Let's see.
I think that's what he's saying the SB stands for. The SB stands for stupid bag.
Speed bag. Stolen bag. Oh, I've had a few of those.
Ooh.
Ugly. Just make it all black. I agree.
Yeah, I didn't.
Keep it classic or all black.
I love the Evo line though. Those are some those things are kind of, they're sexy looking.
They are nice,
bro.
I like
the
backpack.
The redesign is sick. Like it just took the same bag. The layout's going to be the same. You can only do a layout so many different ways.
Yeah, that's fine. But the outside has been much improved, and I look at them and I'm like, who's gonna buy the older ones, right? Like I don't know what the price difference is off the top of my head, but it's like, that's what I'm telling you. Sometimes I feel like they should just get these new ones to replace some of the old ones. Like I don't know like the MCTs. It makes more sense to get the blackout versions, right? Because they come with the panels and everything. Why would you buy the original one?
I gotta show you this bag. This one that was. I'll show you that later. I just. Yeah, and at least or take those stripes right down to that front pocket, or you know what they could have done right there where those stripes were? They could have made those Molly straps. That might have made sense.
Yeah, and we saw that in prototypes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's the new bag that came out, and they're gonna have, I think, Evo in, I think he said May, and I know of a few others that might come out sprinkled in the year. They're probably not going to be for the spring promo though. Ready for the next one?
Well, if it's live already, it's all the bags are going to be in there, right? Yeah, show me. Let's see.
No, dude, don't they do that weird summer and end of year thing? I've seen them release at weird times sometimes.
Oh yeah, but all the bags that are part of spring promo, they're gonna have
No, but
like
this one
anything
was
that's ready to
added.
drop in there.
This one was added.
But it's in the tier one. But it's in the tier one, right?
Yeah, was it in the original? Was it already there? I didn't check before.
I didn't. I don't look at these things
Oh, yeah.
anymore. I don't get excited, you know.
Ready for the next one?
Sure.
Milwaukee needs to make a good bag, and Vito will be gone. Hot take.
But I think, from what I've seen, it almost looks like they did copy a lot of the Vito stuff and just made it pack out.
Yeah, okay, because I've been looking into the Milwaukee bags, and I kind of wish they would make something that I could use for like my press tools and my NAVAC tools. So I'm still kind of figuring out where to put those. But they had like an older pack out bag. I forgot what you call it. The
15-inch tape.
There you go. Yes, and then they made a new version of it, right? So like, you can tell it's a major difference in what direction they went in with that one.
And it's literally got the same like mold of a Vito. You know what I mean? With the leather that goes down around the front open top side and everything.
Yeah, so when I went and looked
they
and
definitely
compared
took
them,
inspiration.
I was like, yeah, you can tell.
Oh,
Mark, I just got into the infrared line, and now they come out with Evo.
Yeah, it's just like, son of a gun.
That's how they get you.
You know who has it? That's exactly how they get you. I got a you know who got a good one is Knippex got a good backpack, bro. And then the whole front's got all the little daisy chain, like the Molly strap stuff.
You should do a review.
I should. I wasn't allowed to before, but I can now. So, but even so, when I did speak to Knippex, they were like, honestly, our bags aren't on par with Vito. You know what I mean?
Vito
Which is, you know, at least they were
the standard.
Yeah, Vito is definitely the standard, bruh. Oh yeah, you sent me this the other day. I'm like, these sons of bitches.
I forgot to tell you, I wanted to talk about this the last time. I don't think it was out during AHR or before AHR, but they probably had it there. I just didn't get to go by the booth. I ran out of time. Eric's, who I work with on and off, is solving Jake's headache here of the wires.
Hey, man.
You were asking
I put it right in that seal tight. Yeah, I know. Like something
you were asking
else,
for solutions.
Yeah, man.
So this thing,
I don't know
if you looked at it,
but is it just sticky adhesive though?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So the way,
so
the way good. I told him to let me try one out.
Not in Florida, buddy. That shit.
Oh, dude, this one right here is like, I've never seen the wires zip tied like that.
I've seen that shit.
I've never seen that.
And they took away like the. Yeah,
or maybe I have.
You have.
Well, he said if it's hotter, it's better. He said that's what'll make the adhesive stick.
Just wait. Just wait.
I want to try it out.
Yeah. Where are they based out of? They're based out of California, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they don't deal with humidity, so. Trust me, sticky things in Florida don't last long. But I would love to try it. It looks cool. I thought the image you sent me, it was like a plastic type of thing.
So it's their it's simple, but it's neat, right? It's like their E-Flex guard is that Velcro that goes over the line set, just miniaturized for this application.
Yeah.
So all you do is you get this little pouch, you throw your wires in there. I don't know. I mean, you're hiding all the wires, right? You throw the reversing wires in there, you throw anything else in there, and then you sticky it. I think it's 3M on the side of the motor, and it's tucked away. What I do like is that they also give you another longer piece that you cut to length that can replace the conduit or whatever else is there, and it's Velcro all the way down, so you can place the wires in, close it up. You don't have to fish it through anything, and then you zip tie it to hold it in place because it's not meant. Or you can fish it through that little hole too, just to hold it in place. But I thought it was neat.
And they ain't got the structure. Yeah. Now is that like a removable pouch? Like, is there like a, or once they're in there and sealed, is that all she wrote?
Like it's this one. For the wires, you get a little cover.
Ain't no way he that fast with a dog.
So I mean, it's a different
10x speed.
It's a different solution.
It is. That's cool. It is cool though that somebody finally thought of something.
So the part that's adhesive is like the backing. It is Velcro on there. You can take it on and off.
That's nice.
So I mean, it might work.
The one you tagged me in, I thought it was like some sort of like plastic clip it laid in, but I'd have to check it out, man. I'm sure, like he said, with the heat, it melts. It kind of adheres to it.
But
think there's so much of that.
I think it would only work on a new motor. You cannot go and put this on.
Oh, for sure.
A rusty motor.
No, of course not. Well, that's the only time you're going to be using it, right? You're going to be putting it to hide your new motor wires.
We got fanny packs for motors now.
Yeah, that's funny. I'd give it a shot, right? Just to see and see how long it lasts. Like I've used sticky stuff on the outside of air handlers or condensers and just the Florida UVs, man, and it doesn't. The sticky stuff just doesn't hold up.
Yeah, it's
like
hit or
even
miss
those
here
like
too.
There's 3M holders with the zip ties. You know what I'm saying? They fall off before the summer's over.
Oh, that's right.
So,
yeah. Cork
tape,
cork tape. You can't take that crap off.
Nah, dude. I like having that little bit of that little Velcro. It's an option. You know what I mean? And it definitely makes the job look better. So it's definitely
what's up, Derek?
What's up, D?
They had it at HR. Oh man, he got a few samples. I should have stopped by.
There we go. Mark D. Mark, don't come back. Mark be getting all the goodies. I mean, he won one damn manifold, or did he win the manifold or the thermal?
He won the thermal.
Nice. Shout out.
They went and collected those real quick.
Yeah, they did. They're like,
I was like,
I've
guys,
been waiting for these guys.
Guys,
wait for us.
We're supposed to do it the next day.
Yeah, I'm getting that shit now. Prove it. No, that's a pretty cool little small innovations like that. You know what I mean?
They have another one because I saw Ewok was touring their facility and he got a little insight because that's Ray that he invented the cool presser. I want to say he did also that thermometer that's telescoping that you can check a vent or something, and he invented this wire hide. And then he also has it's a way to close. It's basically a balloon that you put inside of a flex duct that can close off certain vents or restrict air if you need to air balance. And there's something else to it. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. It's just something that he did to help people quickly air balance like certain scenarios, right?
Ray sounds like a damn genius. Okay, like he's out here making stuff. You know what I mean?
He's like Robert, right? Like they got this stuff that that's
good.
Bring to life, and it actually helps.
Yeah, that is awesome. I like to get my. I wonder if my supply houses are going to carry it.
No, they should. Eric's, I see.
Well, speaking of which,
quite a bit.
You know what? I want to call somebody out. Okay,
go for it.
Daikin's a bunch of assholes. They're laying off a lot of really good people, and they cut a lot of people's hours. At least in my area, They're not giving them 40. They're cutting them down to 38 hours. And they let one of the best employees they had go. I'm like, yo, where's my man Tony? They're like, oh, you didn't hear? I'm like, nah. Like, they laid him off. I'm like, word? Like, this dude, Tony, was the dude. Like, he should have been regional man. Like, he knows this book inside and out. And then they were telling me all this shit. And, like, yeah, Daikin's just, they're cutting down. They're downsizing. So,
Man, I feel like
Daikin,
I heard
suck a bag
something
of
else.
dicks, okay?
I think I heard something else about them recently too that I was like, man, I
Yeah.
don't know what
Yeah,
it
that's
was.
why I ain't buying their shit, you know?
My supply house has that, but we usually try to pivot to something else. We're looking into other brands right now. Okay, so
I'm
we
the
can
biggest
go.
manufacturer out there, you know? Whatever. Bastards. And then they
Go-
replace them with two bum ass people that don't know how to work a computer.
Don't get me
Sorry.
started on that because I've had to
You
deal
know what I
with
mean?
that
Like, this
before.
dude would multitask. He'd be like, doing this guy, jump over on the next one. Yo, I got you. Wizard, bro. And he worked two jobs. Dude would work at FedEx too, unloading trucks. You know what I mean? He was a baller.
What? RLS over here dropping prices, so they were never worth what they were asking.
Would they drop it to? I can't read that.
He just said they dropped it after Hillmore talked about theirs.
Oh, well, if you look at it, it looks very similar. It looks like almost.
They
the
all
same
look
one.
similar. I have the RLS one. I just got the NIPCO one, and they were like, I was talking to them, and I was like, it looks exactly the same, but it just has a different sticker on it. And
You know, somebody in my comments, because I released that video, said it looked like a Vivor. And it looks just it. Yeah, I was like, what? And a Vivor's like $1,200. RLS price tool. Let's see.
where would you?
Hey yo, $1,800, bro.
Where at?
True Tech.
Really?
Down from 2427, and you can get all the jaws from Vevor for 600. Yep. Look at damn. Yo, that's you can go to AliExpress and get a Pro Press for 442 though. The total kit from RLS with the jaws and everything, 27. But
Let's
yeah,
investigate this real quick. So
Yeah.
this is like a
That's
small
the one
kit.
right there, right?
Yeah, you get a few jaws.
I can't really see. But like I said, you can just go buy these little cheap ones for 600, or you can buy their big kit. No.
Quarter to. You would still need. Do they
You can
sell
buy
the
the
press?
Vevor Mini Pro Press for $591, bro.
You would still need more
That's
jaws though.
Nah, for sure. But just go on AliExpress and you buy the damn Vevor ones. You get the whole kit for $600. And everybody knows that jaws are expensive, right? But what set of jaws comes with that? Give me 3/8, 3/4, 7/8. That's all you need.
Oh, I guess, right? Yeah, for most people. I was just thinking because I do half inch, I do quarter. Well, quarter's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, half inch. But yeah, 3/4 and 7/8 are the main ones, and then obviously you use 3/8 quite a bit. So yeah, if you get that kit, $1,800 is freaking insane.
that'll 2 evaporator coils pays for that job. Pays for that tool.
So here we are, price cuts. Hillmore said that they wanted to bring it at a fraction of the cost, and now everybody's trying to keep up.
They're like, oh shit.
Oh shit,
Like,
we've been over.
bro, 'cause
We've
you're
been
selling
over
the same damn tool. Yeah.
overpricing our
Yeah.
stuff for too long.
I never used any. You know what I want? I do want them Milwaukee close ring ones. Those Kurt got those. They look nice.
These little ones, or
Like those, yeah. Yep.
I think.
Whose are those? I can't read it.
Yeah, they're Milwaukee. I think they're all
Yeah.
gonna be from
Yeah, I'm gonna
Milwaukee.
get.
Because
Nice. Nice and nice. Yeah.
Streamline has them, or they have them for Streamline.
Mm-hmm.
They have them for RLS, and I want to say they have them for Zoom Lock as well.
Nice.
So you can just go ahead and get those.
Once manufacturers get on board and start extending the hubs, bro, the service valves, game over.
I wish they would do it just in general, whether I'm brazing or pressing.
Dude, that way you're not risking that. It's so close to the valve. Like, why not give us an extra?
No, I just posted.
Inches, you feel me?
I think it was a week ago, on my evaporator coils for walk-in coolers or freezers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the damn nub barely comes out of the, what do you call it, the panel there. So I'm always having to take them off anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
to cut them, my damn tube cutter doesn't even fit to cut the end off because they're welded shut.
Yeah,
I was like, how do you want me to cut these if my tube cutter's hitting the damn panel or the next tube or whatever it is? I'm like, can you give us a little bit more on just all equipment in general? Because it'll save us, whether you're brazing next to a valve or just trying to cut the damn line. Like, give us some room.
That's all we're asking for. I noticed, I watched a video, it was Kurtz with the ACIQ. They stubbed, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say real quick, and then you got to expand that sometimes, right? Or make a coupling fit or something. Like, it's just a pain in the ass.
Because your shit's too short when you cut it off. Yeah, that's how Goodman's EVAPs are.
So he had our ACIQ has longer stubs or no?
Yeah, it looked like their service valves were longer. He installed one for his neighbor a couple weeks back, and I didn't fully see, but they look like 6 inches.
Who was the one that we did? Oh, Ox Air. Ox Air was doing quite a bit of stuff too to help technicians out, because I saw someone else's videos on the equipment that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
All right, doing good things.
These new companies are doing better than the older companies.
What? Yeah.
Right? Like all the old
and
main manufacturers haven't changed much.
Mm.
What were you going to say?
I forget. Oh, I was going to say it's just a white labeled manufacturer too, though, ACIQ.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Vivor, did you hear that they have a store?
Hey yo, hey, they're no joke. They're coming up. I'm seeing them all over. I mean, maybe they got a really good marketing budget, but yeah, they've been on the come up. Where's it at?
It's in Houston,
Japan. Well, oh shit, you gonna go?
I should just make a trip.
Was that like 6 hours?
Tour the damn place.
You should, bro. Be like, dude, they'll hook you up. Trust me, man. I mean,
so they sell like anything,
so much shit
and everything. So I guess that store is just gonna be like tools and furniture and whatever the hell they sell.
What they are the Harbor Freight of everything. Harbor Freight just cuts out the middleman. That's what Vivor is, bro.
I feel like Vivor is bigger though, because they have like way more shit. And
the categories.
Yeah, like home stuff and lawn stuff and everything.
They got blenders and mowers. But what they do is they probably go right into the same manufacturers that all these other people are doing and deal directly instead of having like all the logistics in between, and just cut out the middleman and sell it direct to consumer from there.
Yeah, and it's opening in 4 days. There's a countdown. Somebody posted.
You should go.
Somebody posted that they were there.
Just for camping out?
No, they were inside. So I don't know. I don't know if it was another YouTuber or just somebody like in the comments, but they posted and they're setting up. It looks like a freaking like giant size like Sam's Club in there.
Damn, they're gonna blow up probably. They're gonna be like,
they're all over like social media, like TikTok, and I think I've seen them on Instagram, and then Obviously, all the people that review the stuff on YouTube, so they're out there quite a bit.
Yeah, I've used it, and then sold the machines. They've made me money, bud. Oh shit!
What's up, Halls?
There's the homie. Shout out to Halsey, bro. Sorry if you don't like that. Maybe people call you that. I don't know.
Heatcraft gives a little extra pipe on the evapes. Well, I was working with Heatcraft. I'm specifically talking about the
You know what? You know what I'm talking about, Heatcraft?
Center-mounted evapes. I feel like are very skimpy on copper.
Thought you guys were beefing.
Are we? No, I don't think so. Not right now.
Was that you or was that Kurt? One of y'all was beefing with him.
Kurt wanted the tour or something, I think. Mark says that he's waiting for Aux Air to be at his distributor.
Hell yeah. Shout out. You know what's nice about Aux Air, I'll say, is they are their own manufacturer.
He says to chill.
Yeah, I know. I was like, when I said it, I was like, fuck, wasn't that the girl who sang the song? I was like, yeah, my bad, homeboy. He's like, yeah. I know he fucking emailed me back. I gotta email him.
It's Hunter, actually.
Now we're Yeah, well, it's not Hunter's HVAC. It's Hall's HVAC. So we're going to go with Halsey. Hunter Halsey. It's Triple H, bro.
I was going to say, is there
HVAC?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was about to say, is there another middle name that we can call you Triple H? Yeah. There you
go. Yo, it's Hunter's Hurst Hemsley, bro. It's Hunter Hurst. What is your middle name? If not, we're just going with Triple H. That's his new name. We're calling him the Game, bro.
There you go. So do you want to talk about something else?
All right, yeah.
I don't know how much time.
We got 10 minutes.
Okay, well, maybe it'll bleed over into the next one, but AI, right? Somebody brought it up earlier. I think it was Devil. What is your take on AI? Do you use it for any work-related stuff?
Have I used it? Yes, just to see what answer it gave me, and it was completely wrong.
That was my experience
also,
too.
Do this. Yeah, I tried to use it this week real quick, just to see, and I'll probably post the video. I asked it what specific model number of a Rude condenser was. I said, "Is this a heat pump or a condenser?" They're like, "Well, this isn't a Rude model number. This is a Goodman, so it's hard to tell from here." And it was clearly a Rude. You know what I mean? So it's not all there yet. Like, plain and simple. Like, if you just call your main distributor who deals with the manufacturer you deal with, you give them the first three numbers, they're going to know exactly what it is. You know?
It's HRH.
What did he say?
That his initials HRH, but he's not going to talk or tell us the middle name.
It's Randall, bro. It's fucking Hunter Randall. That's what it is. It's Randall or Robert. What else would it be? Yeah, so, Randy. You know.
So this is like a weird, because I feel like the old heads, the old techs now, right? I tried using Chat GPT and it threw me off. I went to go check an ice cream machine, right? I was like, I'll throw it in Chat GPT. I have it like pulled up right now, and
okay,
I was telling it what the customer was complaining about. Right, it was pump. Basically, the pump wasn't pumping. Like the pump that circulates the product into the bin. I don't have the proper name for it, but like the bin on top, right? And I get there, and it's like a condenser fan motor, right? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check the capacitor first, right? Or check the motor, see if we got voltage. You know, your basic checks. This thing was taking me down like a whole rabbit hole.
So wrong, right?
Of like all these other things to check, disassemble this, take this apart, do all. Never once did it say check the capacitor on the fan motor, right? So
yeah,
simple fix. It was a bad cap, so I changed it out. Went on to the next job. in and out, right? And that one was funny. That's one of my new customers, and it's like it's an ice cream machine, but it's a double barrel, right? So like they told me a lot of them are working off of only one because the other company they had just would borrow parts and like never fix the other one. I was like, okay, we can work with that. We'll see what we can do. So I get there, and the first thing the manager was telling me was like, oh, I think it's a motor and this and that. If you can take the one from the next one, go for it, and you know, we'll figure it out. I opened the damn panel up. Go ahead.
He said, "Hold my ice cream."
I opened the panel up, and I'm like, "Bud, you don't got anything for me to take. It's already been taken." So the whole other side was already like shut down and covered and stuff. Like the motor was gone, all the parts to it were gone. So I was like, let me figure it out. And it was luckily just a bad cap. I was like, we'll get you going, you know, in and out.
Let's go.
But I tried Chat GPT on that one, and I think another one, and I was like, yeah, it's not for me. I asked.
Yeah.
And the reason I tried it actually was because we were on another call, and I stopped by to check on them, and then my dad also stopped by because it was like our younger techs out there. And my dad made the comment like, "Hey," I said, like he saw him like troubleshooting. He's like, "Hey, did you ask did you ask your little chat thing what the problem was?" So he was like poking fun at him. And I looked at him. I'm like, "You use the Chat GPT for like this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I didn't know my technicians were troubleshooting with AI over here." And he's like, "Oh yeah." So like we talked about it later, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to be like super specific, and you got to like go back and forth with it." And he's like, "It does help me out." And I told him about my experience, and then my uncle, he said my uncle had the senior tech had tried it too, and it didn't work for him either. But apparently, I don't know, the younger guys are really good at using it. I just can't get the hang of it.
By the time you get all the clarification and dial it in, tell it when a fucking technician, a seasoned tech, right? It's already figured out. I got my tools in the truck ready to fucking go right in the invoice. You're still typing away, getting all your other little measurements. You know what I mean? Like, nah, dog. Like it's a cat. Let me get out of here. Meanwhile, homeboy would have been on that ice cream machine for an extra hour. So now we're killing time with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I told him maybe that's what it was, because I had told him like some of these calls, you know, we need to clean them up a little bit. They're taking a little long. Maybe he was just like on the phone with Chat GPT those times.
Probably straight up, dude.
So like when we talk
Chat's good for other things, though. I mean,
when we talk to field, well, okay, that was Devil here. I only use Chat GPT to clean up the grammar, right, and to come off as more technical. Shameless plug: if you guys use Jobber or something similar, maybe Jobber has the AI rewrite feature. Our guys love it. Sometimes I read these things, these invoices, I'm like, that is not how this technician talks. But hey, it looks professional, right?
You know what though? What I don't like about that, it eliminates some of the personal touch in there. What it does keep in there at the end of every one of my services, all right, thank you for choosing Busy Air. If there's anything else you need, please don't hesitate to reach out. Exclamation point, Jake, or comma, exclamation, Jake, exclamation point. But like a couple of them, I'll be like, like I've gone to houses where, you know, spouses have lost their significant other, and I've written in there, hey, you know, condolences. This was a great person, or you know what I mean, like little touches like that, and the AI eliminates it. You know what I mean? And then it gets sent to the customer, and they don't get to see that aspect of it, you know?
And see, that's the difference, which is why, you know, I think we have both perspectives here, right? Residential.
It's because AI doesn't have feelings, bro.
No, it doesn't. And it's funny because my kids love the there's an Alexa in the kitchen, and they're always like messing with it. And they're trying to joke with it, and then sometimes they're like, "Oh,
Alexa, did you fart?"
Yeah, yes. I just heard that one the other day. and they try to roast it, and they're trying to make fun of it, and they're like, "Oh man, we got to get her one of these days," and this and that. But it's just funny because you hear the robotic responses and stuff. But that's a difference because residential is more personal, whereas on my end, I actually don't mind that it's more technical, right? Because then the main thing that I'm dealing with right now, which we're running out of time to go into all the shit that's been happening this week, but just getting, like, what do you call it? Like not second opinions, second guessing our work, or asking, about, or questioning invoices and stuff, which is why we try to write as much as we can on the invoices and try to be as technical as possible to kind of prove everything that we did and show everything. And, so I don't mind. Mark here says he uses that too to make it sound more professional. I don't mind if they use it. I don't use it personally because I just kind of write a whole paragraph about what I did, and it usually sounds on brand, and but some of the guys need it, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, and I'm the same way. Like, I try to use big words when I talk, anyways. When I'm doing a description to make it sound professional, I do a pretty decent job at what's it say?
No, Mike's like, I have a tendency to pick a complex word and use it in my notes. A certain is my favorite. Just pick a word, pick a big word, put it in.
And just throw. Yeah. So, those are good. Another thing was whatchamacallit, like sometimes it'll remove some of the little details that like I put in there specifically for, like, say, an install that's going down.
I think that's why I didn't like it, because it would remove or just it tries to rewrite it but shorten it sometimes, so I'll have to go back and either add it or just not do it or use it.
Well, then I forget if I said it or not. But the best part is too, there's an audit trail, right? So you can go back to the original, find what it was, and it is much more professional looking and easier for the customer to understand. Yes.
Refrigeration Devil concurs. It does remove the personality.
Yep. I'm just not a robot, man.
And I actually brought this up with some of the guys that I've talked to, like, on social media. Apparently, that's everybody. Everybody that is on social media and is like POV 20-year-old does HVAC. They all use ChatGPT like crazy.
Yeah, and that's why they
if they're doing well,
get them nowhere, big dog.
But if they're doing I mean,
look. I've been in the field for 5 years, bro. Like, it's just been 5 years. Other people been in the field just for 5 years using ChatGPT, and I would like to say I'm more advanced than where they're at. You know what I'm saying? So you can use your chat.
There's nothing like experience.
Yeah. But if you have somebody who's been in the field the same amount of time, but they're relying on it, I think they're not going to be as far along. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah.
Yeah, what gets me is like there's like 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds that have a business now. Jake's new place, yep.
Check it out. Part of it.
And nothing against them. I think it's cool. I wish I had a business of my own. I mean, this is technically my dad's, right? It's my division, which is HVAC in it, but yeah, if I was an 18-year-old and I was like, I got an HVAC business, like, yeah, I would feel great. But
realistically, like, there's nobody that can do that. Like, yes, you can because of laws, but like,
yeah.
But what do they really fucking know? Like, are you going to trust an 18-year-old to come into your house? I've seen some of these 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, some of the stuff they've done. I wouldn't trust them in my house. You know what I'm saying?
It can be questionable, or it could take them a little bit longer to get to the final result.
Because relying on ChatGPT, dog.
And I'll admit, when I started, and it went on longer for me because I knew I was good at it. I just didn't take it seriously. I took 6 to 8 years to actually be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna, give all
And
the
if you
effort.
had
So those
almost,
first 4 years, I don't like the technician that I was, honestly.
yeah, 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 nah, dude, you're kind of forced. Like these kids that are starting, they're gonna be forced to obviously figure shit out, right? You're not just gonna be like, it's cute to say "Hey, I'm a business owner," you know what I mean? Until like
Shit hits the
you get
fan.
out there and yeah, and then but the good part about that is shit is gonna hit the fan, and you're just gonna have to figure out how to clean it up, and you're going to one way or another. You know what I mean? Which is the best part, and it's gonna be an experience, and it's awesome, and because a lot of them are documenting it, right? That's kind of
Mm.
the world we're in. So you're gonna be able to see these young entrepreneurs. I hate that word. Like grow up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it'll be cool to see, especially with the way the world is evolving in that technological space.
I was gonna say, like, I had nobody looking at my stuff, or thousands of people watching, right? Like, I learned and I made a shit ton of mistakes, and I feel like
Yeah.
not until you make those mistakes do you become like, a good technician. And yeah, it's just different. Like, I've learned through a lot of mistakes, a lot of like trial and error, a lot of fuck ups, and after that,
Mm-hmm.
like after those 6 to 8 years, I feel like I can compete with anybody, and that was me for,
Yeah.
being confident and all that, and I still feel that to this day. Like, I can outwork a lot of these companies dude. It's crazy right now. Like, we're getting a ton
Sadly,
of
yeah.
calls, and it's like,
Mm.
I just posted. I don't know if you had seen my story or not, but like, hanging
Mm-mm.
capacitor in a box in the
Oh, yeah.
RTU. Uh, Wrong compressor installed, right? Because it's a two
Man.
stage. They put in a single stage, so they had to leave the other side unplugged. Because these compressors, from what I remember, I don't see them often. It has a terminal plug in the front and one in the back that feeds a solenoid valve, right? So I had
Mm-hmm.
never seen that before. I had seen that on this one. And then I go back and I'm like, that's not
Mm-hmm.
the compressor I put in. I put in a compressor 2 years
Oh
ago,
shit.
and I recommended a TXV and I recommended something else because they were having issues. But I didn't know until we
Mm-hmm.
ran it with the compressor, right? Because I went with a dead compressor. And I was like, yeah, you're going to need this, this, and
Oh
this.
shit. Yeah.
And I never heard back. And I guess they ran it like that. And then here we are, where there's another compressor that I see. It's a wrong compressor. There's a mess in there. And I got to just
Oh man.
document and send it to them through the maintenance contract that we have.
Yeah.
But that is why I'm so confident, because of
Oh
the work
shit,
that I
man.
see.
And I have this discussion with homeowners too, is like us again, the people that are in this chat, the people we associate with in the space that we're in right now, our niche, we all for the most part have the same type of mindset on the type of technician we want to be, the type of work we want to do, like say 90%. But we are such a small part of the amount of the workforce out there. Like the
Yeah.
workforce is shit, bro.
Yeah.
We probably the people that watch this, like these dudes been ballers and dogs for decades, right? That listen and watch and that film and but that is such a small amount that's in the workforce, like you just said. There's so much more shit
And it's
out
not,
there
and I
than
tell
good.
people, it is not that hard. It is just a little bit of effort, unfortunately, because I opened the damn. My brother was actually up there. He opened it, and I'm like, yeah, that's not our work. I was like, hell no. And
Yeah.
so we documented everything because I was just there to help. And I'm like, dude, like, this is the shit that they hire. Like, this is the stuff that we lose bids to. Um, and I
Yep.
could go a whole other rant, but we'll save that for the next
Well,
one.
now yeah,
Cause
literally, nah, that a fact.
yeah, cause we see it way too much.
And, you know, it, yeah, like, it's just common stuff, dude. Like, a lot of the stuff I've learned, honestly, like, so, like, by the time I started doing like posting my stuff online. I had only been in the field for a year. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of the stuff I've learned is from people's comments, posting my shit, and then they're like, "Oh, that's gonna do it this way," or you know what I mean? Like figuring it out on your own. Because I had nobody. Because by the time I came over here to Busy Air, I had only really been a service tech for a year and a half, right? And then it was just me. There was nobody else to rely on, and I didn't want to rely on anybody. You know what I mean?
That's how
So
I felt too. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, like
yeah.
chucking a truck. That's the
So
thing.
many of those guys, bro.
And it's crazy because there was another one that I went to and I documented the whole damn roof. There was contactors everywhere. There was boxes everywhere. There's a compressor laying up there. And then there's one.
You're just like,
yeah, there's one that's a freaking walk-in box, right? You know how they have the little housing, right, for the compressor and the motor and everything.
yeah.
They replaced the compressor, I guess, and they had to run. And I understand sometimes you get a different compressor on those walk-ins. And you have to reroute the line set, right? So this one went over the top instead, right? So I had to U on top. They couldn't fit the housing back, so they just pushed it off to the side. I'm like, dude, you could have ran your line sets better or fabricated a little bit to make that work. Now it's exposed to everything, but all right.
And that's more common than what we do.
It is.
And
I thought,
so when we want to charge,
I took for granted that I thought everybody cleaned up after themselves. Everybody strapped a capacitor down. Everybody tie strapped their wires. I thought everybody did that. They don't.
Right. No. Like, damn well there's probably only 10% of the people that recovered a refrigerant. You know what I'm saying?
What were you going to say about rates?
About who?
Rates.
Oh, no, it's like, so like when, a customer does, they'll see a, more expensive price to do, say, an install or a repair. They don't see all those other little details. And when you explain to them, like one customer the other day, like inside of like Jobber, dude, and stuff, you can upload videos, right? And he was like, I love your videos because I explain everything and I'm thorough, so they can see like they can see that it's the equipment I'm working on and things like that. But we have a higher hourly rate, but it's deserving. At least what I do. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm confident that
Yeah.
probably should be charging more. Same to you and the next guy, and
And that's what I've noticed.
and if we all did that type of work, shit, there's shitty doctors out there that make a lot of money that just fucking just write out prescriptions.
I know. I was like, do you complain to your doctor? Or do you complain to your whatever store that marks up, crazy amount? Do you complain at? Do you do anything at the movies?
Tommy Mello says that he's like, a pizza costs like $25 to make, but you'll pay $20 for that pizza.
Pizzas are freaking expensive. Like if you don't get like if you don't get like one of their deals, like whatever it is that you buy two and get them for $7-8, if you don't do that, they're like $25. And I'm like, why is it so much?
Yeah. Well, they're pricing in the overhead, the labor, the plumbing, the electric, the gas.
Yeah, but if everybody just gets the meal deal, whatever they're called, like everybody pays a fraction of that original price, right? So like it's actually worth probably that. But
yeah,
what was I gonna say? I learned that working when we did work for IHOP. That was like one of our first major companies. They had a sign in the back that had a plate. And it broke down all the pricing of like the bacon and this and that. They were pennies, right? And I'm like,
yeah,
there you go. This stuff is pennies to make for them.
Yeah,
they charge you whatever they charge, right? But here I am. I can't charge to go out there for
and they're done like that. You know what I mean? It takes them a couple minutes to make that meal. Yeah, and whereas, they ain't paying for the employee's gas to get to the job, but so
dude,
that's a whole tangent for sure.
I want to get into it on the next one because today I had one that I was waiting for a call back. I think the lady wanted a free quote. I was like, ma'am, if you give us the job, we can factor that into your repair. But like, I'm not going out there for nothing. I was like, if I go out there, diagnose it, get up on your roof.
Diagnostic fee. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I'm like, and she's like, oh, yep. She's like, what if you don't do anything? I was like, look, the only way I'm not going to charge you is if I show up, glance at it, say no, and get out. I was like, that's the only reason I wouldn't charge. Other than that, if I'm putting hands on it, I'm charging. So she was going to get approval, but she never called back. So I told my dad, I think she was looking for a free quote, and she thought she needed a new exhaust. I was like, we could probably fix the one you have, because she was saying that their store had to close because the exhaust wasn't working. I was like, we can help you out. Just let me know. Like, I got to charge you, right? But that's how people are.
Yeah, minimum. The minimum, son.
Everybody popping in late. What's up, Rhodes?
Yeah, the boy, old busted head, old knucklehead over there.
So yeah, we'll get into that on the next one, because I had a hell of a week talking with customers that were questioning invoices and prices, and just my phone has been blowing up.
Love it.
But yeah, we'll get to that next time.
Hey man, thank you guys for tuning in to the #1 rated non-educational hang out, shop talk, ass having ass HVAC blue collar podcast, where you might learn something, and it's going to be what not to do.
That's what I tell people. It's like, don't do what I do.
Nah.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to close it out. We'll see you on the next one.
On the next one, we're having a catchphrase. I'm gonna figure out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
There you go.